It's what we set ourselves our goal at the start of the season. I've spoken about it before. We always want to win a championship at the end of the year. Last year we were amazing and we did it. This year we didn't start very well, but we came good when it was the important time. So today's a special day for us to win another championship in front of our own fans in our home, in front of our friends, our family. It's very special. So today's a good day.
It's a little surreal, to be honest. It's I think in any sport to repeat is really hard to do, and the playoff run was great, but what got us here was the turnaround in July, and we have to give ourselves a lot of credit for how we did when we were down, and that's the sign of a champion, and we showed that again today too.
Omar is not just a special player, but he's a special person as well. He works hard, he listens. He's a young player with a lot of talent that I hope at some point he's going to play for the US national team more regularly, because he deserves it. He's been dancing around in there naked, so he definitely deserves it after that. But no, he deserved the MVP today, and we're very lucky to have a young player with his talent in this team. I told Landon to take it. He told me he was too tired, so he said let Robbie have it. But no, I didn't want it. At the end of the day, I want us to win the game. It's not about me taking a penalty to top things off. It's about winning the game and winning the championship. Discussion was simple. I told Landon to take it. I don't think he could even walk up to the penalty spot. So.
Right. We didn't want you taking it anyway.
I've missed a few over the years. I think we made it easy last year because we were exceptional the whole year. This year was obviously different because we made it hard for ourselves. We didn't start well, but like I said, good teams and good character in teams come good at the right times, and I think we showed that this year. Being successful doesn't come easy. You have to work it. I tell my children every single day that if you want to be successful, it's hard graft. It doesn't come easy. And I think we proved that this year. All the way through the season, we had players out of games, and we had young players and players that are not in the starting 11 come into the team and perform. So this game and this championship is about the whole squad. It's not just about the starting 11.
For me personally, this felt more satisfying. Last year, there was a heavy expectation, I think, with the uncertainty about David's future, and we hadn't won a championship. From the beginning, MLS Cup was in LA, so there was a lot of pressure to get there. This year, we could enjoy it a little bit more, I think. And, to finish where we were in 4th place, and then kind of be unexpectedly moved to the playoffs that way was a little more satisfying, I think.
At the end of the day, winning a championship in my last game at Manchester United, and then winning a championship in my last game at Real Madrid, even though I was only on the field for 68 minutes, I think it was. And then winning a championship here, my last game, it never gets old. I spoke about it at the lead up to this game. The feeling of making a final, the preparation, the feeling around the club. It never gets old. I'm 37 and I've been able to play in quite a few finals and championship games, and I still love it like I did when I won my first.
I think because we won last year, there was clearly a little bit of a hangover, and it would have been easy for a lot of teams to say, you know what, we got our championship last year, let's not worry about it, we'll just continue on the path we're going, we'll try to get it right. But the attitude was different, and I was gone for a couple weeks, but I got a few phone calls from players, from the coaches, saying that something had changed, and the overwhelming comment was David's demeanor was influencing everybody, and he decided at that point that he was going to take control. I think Robbie when he got back from the Euros, had the same mentality. And Bruce and the coaches and I sat down, and they wanted to make sure I knew what was going on because they'd been training for a couple weeks with a much better attitude. And I think we all bought into it, and we got our reward today.
It's better going out with 2 titles than 1, obviously. I spoke about it earlier in the week that, it's been successful 6 years here with reaching 3 MLS Cup finals and, winning 1 at the time and now 2. But obviously now we've won the second one, it's even more, satisfying. So I'll enjoy this one tonight, I think. I just hope people have enjoyed me playing here and watching me play for the Galaxy. It's what I always hope for when I step on the field, that people enjoy watching myself and watching the team play and the team that I play for. I spoke about it during the week again, that my impact will be down to what people decide, other people. I think I've had a successful time here, but it's up to other people to decide that. But when I came here 6 years ago, my commitment was to the Galaxy, my commitment was to the league, to the sport, and that doesn't change even though I'm not playing. I just hope I've brought a bit of interest to the game, because I think that was always, when I decided to come here, I kind of raised a little bit of interest, and I hope that's what I've done. If that's the single thing that I've done, then great. But I think the foundations are there now in this league. It's a 17-year-old league, and the foundations are great, so it will continue to grow. It couldn't be any warmer, my feelings to this country. On my boots as well, I have the English flag and I have the American flag. I was lucky that someone handed me a Union Jack today, and then someone handed me the Stars and Stripes. So it's meant a lot to me the way people have treated me since I moved here, not just in the Galaxy in soccer, but outside of the game as well. People have been incredibly kind to myself and to my family and welcoming, and that I'll never forget. I might be English, but I'm very proud of very proud to have been part of this amazing country and continue to be part of this amazing country. I said I'm committed to this game in this country. I've said it enough times now, but I said I'm committed and I'll continue to be. But I just want to thank everyone over the US and around the game for the support that I've had over the years.
A lot went through my mind, to be honest. When you're in a moment like that, you feel like you let the team down, because it's not just what they do today, it's what guys do over the whole season. And David touched on it earlier. We were able to rest our starters for significant minutes through the year by having a group of players that could play in Champions League and the Open Cup, the Reserve League, that I think really helped us as the year went on. And you feel like you let everybody down. And, candidly, it sat with me till halftime. And I took a few minutes at halftime, sort of collected myself, and tried to stay present, because you can't change it. And when the penalty came, I'm not going to fool anyone and say I was calm about it. I was pretty nervous, but you have to keep going. And every one of these guys after that said, "Forget about it, keep going," and very appreciative of that.
By the way, it took some balls for him to step up and take that penalty, because I could see what he was like after that chance leading up to half time, and take some balls to step up and take that. What was the question? Too much champagne already. What was the question?
Coming off.
I think today was always going to be an emotional day for myself. Win or lose, it was going to be emotional. Being here for 6 years, being part of this team, being part of a team that's kept the majority of our players over the last 6 years. It was always going to be an emotional day. So, coming off, was tough, but I enjoyed the win today, I must admit.
I think so, yeah. I think we started a stretch there. I don't know if it was 50 minutes or 55 minutes in, where we started putting some pressure on. We got a few corner kicks, we got a few chances. Robbie scored a goal where he's offside, but we just felt some momentum building. And David had hit a corner a few minutes before Omar's goal. And when we went back, and I think if Omar was more alert and attacked it, he might have scored. He hit a good corner, and David went over to him and said, "Go attack the ball. That's what you're here to do on those plays." And the next time the ball got near Omar, I think Junie clipped it in, and he went and got it. And I think that was obviously the moment that things changed. And then from there, we just kept putting pressure, and it felt almost inevitable that the second goal was going to come.
No, not at all. I just knew that I had to go out and do what I can in a game and work hard for the team. There was no I didn't feel any added pressure at all to try and make something happen because I always try and make something happen in a game. So, no, I didn't feel that at all. I think most clubs would like Kaka to come into the team. But, I know Ricardo from obviously playing over the years when I played against him for England and Brazil, but obviously I spent a lot of time with him when I was in AC Milan, and he's a great talent, he's a great person, he's a hard worker, he's one of the most professional players that I've ever come up against and played with. So of course, if there was any slight chance of bringing him to the Galaxy, then I'm sure the owners would do anything possible. He's still a Real Madrid player. I think he's got 2 more years left at Real Madrid, so it's obviously disrespectful to speak about him coming here when he's still in contract. But of course, if there was any chance of getting Ricardo here, then you'd do anything.
No, I haven't made a decision in the last few days. We're going to enjoy this. We'll go on a nice vacation, and we'll figure out what's next. I guess you could describe it that way, yeah. It's just been a long 2 years, and for all of us, I don't want it to be, it's not a woe is me story, but I have to listen to my heart and my gut, and right now my gut says to get away for a while. I had a really nice moment where my sister just had a baby, and she got to come down on the field, and he was sleeping on her, and it sort of puts it all in perspective, and makes me realize that I want to be close to my family for a while, and then I can figure out the soccer part later.